The video. Oh, it looks awful, doesn't it? It's an ecological disaster. The EPA accidentally releasing millions of gallons of toxic waste to a Colorado river. National Review reporter Gillian Melcher is here. Go through it for me. What happened?
So the EPA was at Gold King Mine. It's a mine that's been out of operation since the 1920s. They were going to do reclamation work. We know that heavy machinery was involved. Something went wrong. And the EPA ended up unleashing this metal-tainted water into the Animas River. Now, this water, we're still trying to figure out what is in it exactly, but early reports suggest arsenic, lead, copper, heavy metal. The acidity of this river went up by 100-fold within the first few hours, and it's on its way, surging now through New Mexico. So you've got water utilities that are turning off their supply. You've got agricultural pumps being turned off to prevent it. We don't yet know the impact on the fish and wildlife. EPA strangely says that they think it might be minimal. But one thing's pretty clear, this is a huge disaster for the EPA.
Ashley, you've just been on the computer and you're telling me what about how much water is still, this toxic stuff?
300 gallons per minute.
300 gallons a minute?
Yes, it's
still being
pouring
released
into the river. When I it's tailing down into the San Juan River, which is a huge river that cuts through the Four Corners region, which ultimately hooks up to the Colorado River. Would it dissipate enough by the time it gets to the Colorado, or that could be beyond disastrous?
I think it's still unclear what's going to happen. I mean, and you've got to look at the EPA's response to this,
Look at that before and after. Look at that.
It's devastating.
Awful.
And, you know, I was talking to people on Friday as this was unfolding who were saying it was thick sludge, that it was mustard yellow. They've never seen anything like it. But the EPA's response, it took an entire day for them to notify officials in New Mexico. They've already had to admit that they made mistakes and severely underestimated this. At first they thought it was 1 million gallons. Now they're saying 3 million gallons. Look at what would have happened if private industry had done that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the outrage, if it was BP or Exxon or something like that, I mean, they'd be out of business as of right now. But it's not. Was it contractors hired by the EPA to fix this gold mine? I think
right now the EPA is taking responsibility for it.
They've taken responsibility.
They've taken responsibility. They've said that this was an EPA project. And, you know, Durango's already declared a state of emergency, so is La Plata County.
Well, the cleanup's got to be paid by somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody is liable for this. Judge Napolitano on the show earlier this morning said it's the taxpayer. There's nobody else who you can take this money off. It is the taxpayer. They've got to clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, I want to look at, you know, the precedent that the EPA has set. In 2013 fiscal year alone, $1.5 billion in criminal restitution and fines the EPA imposed on private industry. $3 billion court-ordered community projects with an environmental twist ordered by the EPA. So I think, you know, while it's unfortunate that taxpayers are on the line, EPA needs to hold itself to the same standard that it's held private business.
Yes, but we will be held to the same standard of punitive damages or whatever it is. You're obviously looking at billions and billions of dollars, but we don't yet know, or the EPA has not yet told us, the effect on fish and wildlife in the river?
Yeah, last that I had heard, they're getting water tanks out, monitoring the fish that are contact with it. EPA says that it doesn't think there's going to be a significant impact. But I read reports of one fish that's died already, so we're just not sure at this point. We know it's not good, but it's not clear.
But they're telling people to stay away from it and their pets. Don't go near. So, you know.
Haven't you got a state of emergency in parts of Colorado where the river flows through?
And, you know, I was talking to, you know, representatives out there. They were saying that the sheriff has ordered people to quit fishing, to quit going out into the water because it's potential for skin irritation. And this is a part of Colorado that is not only known for its agriculture, it's known for its tourism, it's known for its fishing. So I think we'll see widespread implications.
Gillian, thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank
you. Could be bad news for binge watchers of Hulu. Yeah, bad news for you guys. Details next.
No.
Join the real world. Imagine